Welcome to Canada. What a big question mark. If you want to be a truther, then you got to get down there and see it yourself. Like I said, I don't think this stuff is for any kind of a movie prop. This stuff is good to go for the real deal.
By the way, why would the UN decal be on some of the vehicles?
They are for the UN. I can say they're for the UN.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yes. I cannot say where they're going because just out of discretion and for client privacy, I cannot say where. But they are not for North America. They're going completely outside of the North American continent.
Well, there you have it, folks. No big conspiracy after all. These are not trucks waiting to, I don't know, Shanghai people into an armored setting and force the vaccination into them. David Menzies for Rebel News here in North Toronto. Well, folks, we have been getting tons of emails, phone calls, you name it, about this particular building here. As you can see, there are no fewer than 7 armored personnel carriers, some of them bearing the decal UN for United Nations, of course. And evidently this is or was a Apotex pharmaceutical building. So there was incredible speculation online in terms of what is this? Why in Toronto, Canada, are there these UN trucks lined up outside a pharmaceutical building? But when you dig into the story, well, sometimes appearances can indeed be deceiving. That's right, yes.
Okay, do you have any questions? I'd like to answer them.
Oh, thank you. What's your name, sir?
My name's Adam.
Adam, nice to meet you, Adam.
How are you?
I'm David Menzies. This is Kian. I'm with Rebel News, and we are just getting deluged with all kinds of emails, as you can imagine, Adam,
100%.
about these UN armored trucks. Can you tell us what the story is?
We're an armored vehicle manufacturer. We manufacture armored vehicles. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay then. And that's Inkless, right?
We're Incus, yes.
Okay then. And you are these trucks destined for a client or?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah.
And you don't have to tell me the client, but a lot of people have been speculating that because it says UN, United Nations, and they were making the connection, which isn't true, that this is Apotex Pharmacy. It was, I believe, the building was sold 2 years ago. Is that correct?
100%. Yeah.
Okay then. So these UN trucks are just being repurposed for another client. Is that what it is, or?
No, I can't say where they're going or who they're going to, but they're not staying in Canada. This whole speculation of the fact that these vehicles were for United Nations here in Canada is completely wrong, and it's, you know what, it's not correct, and it caused a lot of distress in our company. Okay. A lot of people have been coming and unfortunately have been saying the wrong things, especially online, and it's unsafe for my employees, and it's unsafe for the people around us, for our neighbors, and we just don't want this type of negative publicity. Right.
I have no reason not to believe you. Believe me. I guess people sometimes see two things. They see a truck, an armored vehicle with UN on it, a building that used to be a pharmaceutical company, and they jump to a conclusion that they think is obvious, but it turns out sometimes there's more to the story than meets the eye, I guess.
100%.
Okay, then. How's business in the armored car business then?
How is it? We're working, thankfully. Our employees have work to do, which is great. Okay. We're giving Canadians jobs. We're happy about that. We're not happy about the situation that's going on, though.
Well, I'm really appreciating, Adam, that you're clarifying it. Where were these trucks, by the way? They look like very heavy-duty armored vehicles, like for a war zone.
Again, as I've said, we manufacture them here in Toronto.
Oh, okay then. So these are brand new right now?
They're brand new.
Oh, okay then. Can we go for a spin in one, or?
Absolutely not. Yeah, not unfortunately, no.
All right, so to put an epilogue on this, there's no big conspiracy here. These are just made in Toronto armored vehicles that are going to a client, not necessarily the UN. By the way, why would the UN decal be on some of the vehicles?
They are for the UN. I can say they're for the UN.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yes. I cannot say where they're going because just out of discretion and for client privacy, I cannot say where. Okay. But they are not for North America. They're going completely outside of the North American continent.
Okay.
They're not for this area at all.
Can I ask, what does it cost for one of these vehicles?
I cannot disclose that information.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
More than a Ferrari?
Depends on the Ferrari, I guess.
Okay, all right
Yeah.
then. All right, well, Adam, I'm sorry that you were distressed. I guess in the future, I guess if you have UN trucks or UN armored vehicles, maybe put a canopy over them so there's not attention for the wrong reasons. Or is there any learning lesson for this story here?
100%. Don't trespass property and don't make conspiracy theories.
Well, there you have it, folks. No big conspiracy after all. These are not trucks waiting to, I don't know, Shanghai people into an armored setting and force the vaccination into them. These are some of the stories that we've heard online. In fact, I think this is a good story. This is a Canadian manufacturer producing these vehicles, and given the ravages that we've had to our Canadian economy, indeed to the world economy, well, I think it's fantastic that somebody here can make anything, can manufacture anything for sales abroad. Good on them. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Folks, you know, unlike the bought and paid for Justin Trudeau Liberal media party, we here at Rebel News like to bring you the other side of the story. If you'd like to help us out, please go to rebelfieldreports.com. That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you're able to, kindly make a donation.